Guys, welcome back to my channel. On this video, I'm showing you my everyday skincare routine, which I do twice a day and have been doing for a very long time, many years. But before we get into this video, I wanted to share some wonderful news. First of all, I'm launching my first raw ebook this spring. So if you want to be notified when that is out, check the first link in the description box. The second wonderful news is that next month we're starting our book club. So if you want to join our book club, spiritual work, sign up. It's the second link in the description box. So this is my skin like halfway through the day. So it's not as oily and shiny as it was when I first finished my routine. But this is basically what I do at the end of the day to prepare my skin for bed. In the shower, I usually scrub my body, of course, but I'm not in the shower. I'm not going to get butt naked for you. So I use any of those gloves. The black one was the rough one. And then the gloves are slightly less rough, but still we scrub the body hard. We scrub the body very hard. I don't use any special soap or cleanser. In fact, I didn't even know what cleanser meant until about 2 months ago when someone commented saying to use cleanser. I had to Google what that was. But yeah, I always use soap or shower gel to wash my body and to wash my face. I've never used anything like a tonic and what's the other things? There's a lot of words that I heard about in the makeup industry, but I just don't know what they are. So I scrub my face. I mostly scrub my face to get off my eyebrows because I do my eyebrows in the morning. And it's not like a massive thing that I do. It's like literally less than 20 seconds of scrubbing my eyebrows off and then scrubbing my face. And I guess this would be my exfoliation, right? So after I've washed my face, and let's say this is after I've showered or first thing in the morning, I wash my face only with water. So I only use soap at the end of the day. In the morning, because my skin is clean, I just use water, get the dribble off, get the sleep out my eye. And this is what I'm looking like. So as you can see, I've got dry skin. So that's why my skin already is looking close to the color of my jumper. So we have to get some moisture on there. And what I just showed you was my secret, now made public. That is just vegetable glycerine and water. And I discovered vegetable glycerine in 2015, just after going vegan. I was beginning to do some research on like healthcare and what we put onto our skins and stuff like that. And so I found vegetable glycerine, and that is all I use as my undercoat. Next up, we have soybean oil. So yeah, I use soybean oil. I've been using soybean oil for about 2 years, 18 months, something like that. And before soybean oil, I was using coconut oil instead. And here I'm doing some face yoga. So I'm lifting like my skin really, and I'm pushing it upwards. And I use my knuckles for that. It is quite aggressive what I'm doing. It's like a massage. And then I do my chin as well. Sometimes I do forget to do my chin, but let's say most of the time I do my chin, and I always do my cheeks and my forehead. And I do under my neck as well with my knuckles. And I found that face yoga is really transformational. You can see my before face yoga. You can see like the wrinkling on my forehead, and actually my smile lines were quite strong. And I found that face yoga really did soothe it. And I have to admit that I was rather insecure about my forehead lines. So I had small injections of Botox into my forehead, and that was a bad choice because I was doing a show at the time and I couldn't move. I couldn't express. I couldn't use my eyebrows. I was like, what? I was so shocked. And even though I asked like literally a small amount because I am an actor, I was shocked how strong it was. I think that lasted about 3 months. And this clip that you're seeing is after. It's about like 6 or 7 months after I got the Botox treatment. Autumn of last year, I did get filler, smile line filler, and that made a difference. But again, it was such a short-term experience. It lasted for about 3 months, but what was the most appropriate option for me going forward was face yoga. And I think face yoga is more transformative than the Botox, because again, it's something I didn't actually know what I was putting into my body. But with face yoga, I can control that, and I can still have a good time massaging my face and seeing the transformation. Here I'm doing kind of like cheek pulses. I do 60 pulses and I count in tens, and I do this twice a day. I've only been doing this specific face yoga exercise for about, let's say, 2 weeks, no more. But I've noticed a significant difference in the smile line region. And then face yoga overall, I've been doing it very religiously since about September. But I think the two exercises combined are really perfect. And if you see the difference, like you can really see the difference in my before and after face yoga without the Botox and without the filler. And here we have avocado oil. I only started using avocado oil within the last 6 or so months. As you can see, it's running out. But before, in the winter, I would use shea butter, especially when I lived in colder places like Scotland and in Turkey. I found that I needed the shea butter. And if it gets like minus numbers, then I do put shea butter on top as a fourth layer, because my skin needs all of that protection. But because it's about like 10 degrees most days, 10 to 15 degrees, then I just use avocado oil, or in its place, I could use olive oil. And that's it. That's all I do twice a day, every single day for my face. I'm not the kind of person that can ever leave the house without cream. You know, I'm black and I'm very black. I'm going to go gray otherwise. So next, I do my eyebrows. It's a very simple look. That's all I do. Literally, I do my eyebrows every day in terms of makeup. So I fill in my eyebrows with a dark brown pencil. And again, this is just from any health beauty store, or usually my sisters have spares, so they'll just give that to me. And so once I'm happy with the shape, I go in with concealer. I think this is the LA, I don't know, I don't remember what concealer is, but concealer lasts me like forever. I think I've only bought 2 concealers in my life, because I literally use them on my eyebrows only, so they last me maybe 4 years at a time. And I think I started doing my eyebrows when I was like 20 something, early 20s, maybe 22, 23. I mean, I don't try to make them perfect. I try to make them good enough to make me feel good. Yes. And then I blend. And because my face is still oily, it just blends very nicely and very easily, I find. As you know, I'm not a fancy person when it comes to makeup, so the brushes, I'm not sure if they're like official brushes for that region, but you know what? They work. And because, again, my hands are oily, I can easily use my fingers to continue to blend the concealer. But in the summer, I have to admit that in the summer, when it's very hot, I'm not going to put 2 layers of oil on my face, God forbid. When it's like over, let's say 25 degrees, all I'm using is my water and vegetable glycerine mix. And if it's less than that, there's a possibility that my face could get dry. So that's why I put the second oil on top. And then to finish my eyebrows, I fill in the end with a darker pencil, with a black pencil, just to give it a bit of contrast, a bit of je ne sais quoi in this beach. And yeah, and also going back to the summer, if it's really, really hot, like if it's over 30 degrees, I'm probably not going to moisturize my entire face. I'm literally going to put a little bit of water and vegetable glycerin on my cheeks, and my forehead will sweat up. So that's the moisture done. I just wiped my eyebrows a little bit off to soften it, but that is my complete look. Again, I've been doing this for years. I've been using the vegetable glycerin water for over 10 years, and that really is my secret. And how I do it is I get an empty bottle, spray bottle, and I add about 1/3 to 1/4 of vegetable glycerin, and the rest must be filtered water. I've used tap water before, but the UK water is actually quite dirty, so you will get black bits in the bag. And I put mini bottles into my bag, so that is the bag that I carry around in my handbag, in my rucksack, anywhere I go. And I have a small bottle of, I think that's, yeah, that was soybean oil, and that one is the glycerine and water mix. And I have that, I must have that all the time with me when I'm traveling, as soon as I leave the house, basically. And I have other basics in there like lip liner, wipes, antibacterial gel, lip gloss, because you never know what you might need, right? So I don't always do this lip gloss part. I always do it in the summer, but sometimes I can't be bothered. So I just put a little bit of black liner around my lips. It's literally the same black liner that I use for my eyebrows. Again, hashtag simple. And I don't make it too black unless that is the look. So just to give it some contrast, give it some eye shadowing, and then I put my lip gloss on top. I only use 2 lip glosses actually. This one, I think it's Rimmel. I think they're both Rimmel. I don't know, but they're both from my local beauty store. But I would love to find natural lip glosses actually, so that I keep with the natural theme. And lastly, depending on how I feel, I'll do my hair. I think today, how am I doing it? Shake it about. I usually sleep with my hair untied, completely like loose, and it does flatten at night, and it does like, you know how Afro hair is, but it gets super flat, kind of like head hair with my head tie. So today, what did I feel like doing? I did 1 bun and a fringe. Guys, my fringe is growing. My hair is definitely getting longer as I continue to retie every 5 to 6 weeks or so. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm really happy with the look. It's very easy. It took me probably like 10 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that. And I think by the time I get to like the red carpet, I still won't be wearing any makeup, and I'll just be doing my eyebrows myself to keep with the natural theme. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And oh, don't forget to sign up to the raw ebook and to the book club for next month. Ciao.